type of hormone that we have is the steroid hormone. As we said before, that the steroid hormone, they are fat soluble. Not only the steroid hormone, but also we have T3 and T4, which are the thyroid hormone. Both of them are fat soluble. That's why they act as the steroid hormone. So in their action, they belong to the steroid hormone because they are fat soluble, but in their structure, that they belong to peptide hormone because they made up of single modified amino acid. So the steroid hormone that are made up of lipid, that's why they can pass easily through the cell membrane, and they don't need the receptor protein to be here in the cell membrane. Instead, this receptor protein will be either here in the cytoplasm or inside the nucleus. So an example of this steroid hormone, we will talk about the cortisol hormone. Cortisol hormone is the hormone of the stress, which is secreted by the adrenal gland that located above the kidneys. And this hormone, when it binds to the receptor protein, it binds to receptor protein here inside the cytoplasm because it's fat soluble and it can pass easily through the cell membrane. When it binds to the receptor protein, it forms a complex, and this complex now will activate an existing enzyme or initiate the synthesis of new enzyme or proteins. When it initiates the synthesis of new enzymes or protein here, it's bind to the DNA inside the nucleus and start the synthesis or initiate the synthesis of mRNA by a process which is named as transcription. And after that, the translation process happen in order to change the mRNA or for the mRNA to be translated to form protein. And in this process, we can say the steroid hormone can affect the gene, it can affect the proteins inside the cell, can make new protein, it can either activate or deactivate the gene inside the cell. While the peptide hormone, on the other hand, as we said before, it activates only an existing enzyme that is located inside the cell to start the second messenger to start activation or cascade of enzymes inside the cell. And also we said that in peptide hormone, they need the cyclic AMP or other second messenger, while here in steroid hormone, they don't need a second messenger because the hormone can do all the process and can do all the mechanism of action here, can go to inside the cell and bind to the receptor protein inside the cell and start the change inside the cell.